In 2025, hundreds of thousands of Nigerian students faced one of the most confusing, demoralizing UTME examinations ever conducted by JAMB. Errors, glitches, zero scores, injustice. We have heard the cries, students, parents, and educators all asking the same thing: how did this happen? Why must they pay for institutional failure?
Good afternoon, viewers. My name is Somit Simon from Speak Out Africa Initiative. We're live at the University of Abuja to hear what the students have to say on the 30 activism campaign, hashtag ReformUTME, fix JAMB now. We want to know what is the change they want to see. We want to know their experiences, and we want to know if they support the movement for 4 years validity of JAMB results. Join me as we hear their views. Thank you. Introduce yourself, please.
Okay, my name is Bolanle Babatunde. I'm from University of Abuja.
Did you write UTME exam before? And if you did, please can you share your experience with us?
Yes, I wrote UTME last year, 2024. And one thing you have to do is just to prepare and remove all this spirit of anxiety. Do not be anxious about it.
So in a situation whereby you are fully prepared, but you get to the center and either the system is having issues and it destabilizes you,
Okay.
what do you do?
Oh God, I actually won't pray for that because mine was actually totally straight. So there was no problem. There was no problem like that.
So where do you think JAMB needs a reform in order to have a better operation as an example?
I think they need to look for the system, and the timing, because some people actually, their time was scheduled for 7 o'clock rather, and they had to leave their houses around 5. According to some students, they said they left around 4:30, which actually caused some accidents on the road, and I prefer they work on the system and time.
Do you support the 4 years validity for JAMB?
Yes, I do. I support the 4-year validity campaign for JAMB. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Dauda Uraola from University of Abuja.
Did you write JAMB exam before? And if you did, can you share your experience, including the year of the exams?
Yes, I wrote JAMB last year. And the time, because some people left their house before 6 because they had exam that 6. And when they go to the center, because of checking all those stuff.
So where do you think JAMB needs a reform in order to have better operation?
Their system and time.
So do you support the campaign for 4 years validity from the current yearly expiration of UTME JAMB results?
Yes.
So it should be extended to 4 years.
Yes.
Okay.
Support the campaign to reform UTME.
Thank you.
My name is ReformUTME. I'm a accounting student at Uni Abuja.
Okay. So have you written JAMB before?
Yes, 3 times.
Okay. So can you share your experience with us? What year did you write the first, second, third, and what were the challenges and the experiences?
I wrote first in 2022, then 2023, and then last year. My experience would be that about the location of each of the venues, because most of these locations we don't have access to it or know where it is. And when you set the time very early, to find transport from your house to that place is very difficult. The second time I wrote JAMB, I was posted to a school that was literally like from Guadalajara to Jos. I was around 7 6. I had to wake up 4, so I was lucky my father has a car that we were able to go. So the problem is that not a lot of people have access to this transportation. When you post them to an entirely different region, they first have to even spend money looking for that school first. Then when you now come to JAMB and you're not posted very early in the morning, for you to go there from your house all the way there will be very difficult. And like you said, the biometrics, I've had issues with my biometrics before. such as fingerprints. They didn't recognize me. I had to wait before I managed to get it.
Where do you think JAMB needs a reform? What do you think can be changed
I don't really,
to make it easy?
I don't really know, but I think first we should the posting the areas of exam within your local government. So I think that would be a step in the right direction. And for the time, some people cannot be writing down 5 o'clock, be coming home around 7. So, especially in Nigeria. So I think it's not safer if they put it at appropriate times.
So do you support the campaign for 4 years validity?
Yes. I support the campaign to reform UTME.
I'm Olamide Oluwatoba.
Okay. So have you written JAMB before?
Yeah, putting down.
So what was the experience like?
So I won't say nice, but I had to do a lot of studying so I can an excellent grades, and also had to do a little bit of prayers before doing the right.
Okay. So have you had any friends who experienced 1 or 2 challenges?
Yes, I have some friends that experience challenges, mostly this year's JAMB. Some of them had power outage and some of them had network issues from the center we moved to.
Okay. So what is that reform you want to see in JAMB?
Well, I feel JAMB should vet the centers well, because some centers have very bad and outdated system used in writing exam. So that is what even causes most of the challenges that JAMB has. So they should work on the systems that the centers have and create a better system and a better networking.
Okay. So do you support 4 years validity for JAMB results?
Well, if you ask me, I'll say 3 years will be better. But 4 is also so 3 years will be better.
Good afternoon. So please can you introduce yourself?
My name is
Okay, so have you written JAMB?
yeah,
What year?
I don't understand.
What was the experience like?
And mine was to do I had to experience that. The time it was not so good. I woke up around 5. I do my exam around 3.
Okay. So what is the reform you want to see in JAMB? What's that change you want to see?
If at the time it was okay, it was always good. They said, man, how long? Like years. I think that one is not actually not good. 4 years is actually good. 4 years is actually very good.
Please can you introduce yourself? My name is Abubakar Mariam and I'm a student of the University of Abuja. Okay, so have you written JAMB before? Yes, I did 2 years ago actually. It was quite hectic because there was issue with the system. So I had to write twice. I had to sit down twice to write the exams because the system was not. So what was the experience with JAMB? There was issues with the system. It was quite hot, so I had to sit down twice. Okay, so what do you think? What reform do you think JAMB should have? I feel like they should take their assessments more seriously. The system should be more checked before exams is taken, and it should be more coordinated. Okay, so do you support 4 years validity for JAMB? Yes, I actually do. Okay. I support the 4 years validity, or even 3 years. I support 4 years validity for JAMB.
My name is Uja Precious.
Okay, from what department?
From the accounting department.
So have you written JAMB before?
Yes.
What year and what was your experience?
It was stressful. And the journey was not. You had to asking around, asking people, do you know this place? Do you know this place? And the waking up, I had to wake up around 6 or after 7. Start preparing. with my documents and everything. That's it.
Okay, so what do you think? What's the change you want to see? What's the reform you want to see in JAMB? What do you think they should change?
There should be 4 years validity.
Do you support 4 years validity?
Yes, I support 4 years validity for UTME.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, miss. So please can you introduce yourself?
Okay, I am Usman Halima Tusalia from University of Abuja. University of Abuja, known as Yakubu University.
So have you written JAMB before?
Yeah, I have. I wrote JAMB 2022.
Okay. So what was the experience like?
It's quite hectic. A very difficult one like that due to network issues. But before I wrote JAMB that 2022, I've written JAMB 2022, and that's to the cost of network issue as well. Because due to network issue, I had to and they told us that because of the network issue, we have to hurry up. So I have to hurry up as knowing really well that I'm not done answering my questions. So I just had to submit, and that's really made me not answer the question properly and reach up to the score I needed. So that's contributed to my late admission, meaning I got admission late. So that network issue is really, really one of the biggest effects in JAMB exam or taking of JAMB rather.
So do you support the 4 years validity for JAMB?
Yeah, I really support 4 years. I support 4 years validity of JAMB reform. Thank you. Yeah.
Today is another day for our 30 days activism. #ReformUTME, fix JAMB now. We've heard from our students and what they feel should be changed and what should be done differently. So we urge you all Nigerians to join us in this movement. Sign the petition, do a 60-minute video of your experience, post and tag our social media handles just like you see on the screen. And don't forget, this movement is for all of us. Thank you.
The emotional outpouring of JAMB registrar may not reflect personal regrets, may reflect personal regret rather. But we, the Nigerian people, need more than tears. We demand structural reform, institutional accountability, and urgent policy actions to protect the future of our dear children.
Every year, thousands of dreams are crushed, not by failure, but by a broken system. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board is failing the very students it was meant to serve. From technical glitches, to unfair policies, to lack of transparency, and flagrant disregard for the rights of students, JAMB has become a barrier instead of a bridge to education. It's time for a change. We are demanding reform, real lasting change that put the students first. Join us. Sign the petition today and stand with the millions of Nigerian students who deserve a fair shot at their future. Let's reform UTME. Fix JAMB.
June 26, 2025, at 9 a.m., across the 36 states and the FCT, we rise. We gather at every JAMB office to submit our petitions with one symbol, a pen. Will you be silent or be heard? This is your call to act. Join the Reform UTME campaign. Help us fix JAMB now. Every voice counts, every day matters. Sign the petition. Join thousands of Nigerians demanding JAMB reform. Let the world hear your story. Let's all gather at the JAMB State Offices across 36 states and the FCT to submit our petitions on Thursday, June 26th at 9 a.m. Send your name, phone number and state to csos4educationalreform@gmail.com to coordinate your state. Let's make history together. Share widely.